Hey again, Johnny Baseball here. We are going through the off season, that first off season before the expansion draft, before salary arb and all that. So I looked at the free agents and I noticed Mookie Betts was there. So they didn't update his new contract, so I'm having to do it myself. And so to do that, and this is a good kind of walkthrough for anybody, if you want to just update some contracts, maybe some happen this off season or whatever, and you want to make those up to date, and you've already started your game, or if you just want to change the details of the contract. If you're the commissioner, if you're playing in commissioner mode like I set it up, you can do that. You can change people's contracts. So I'll try to refrain from using that on Justin Upton on my team. Uh, but I will do that here for Mookie, give him, but I also have it set to the max contract length is 10 years. So I will have to go back in at some time in the future if I make it that far. And update that for those last few years. But I looked up his contract, and there's base salary plus signing bonus that's spread out. So I'm going with the payroll salary hit numbers. So he had 27 million for this year. So I guess, well, that doesn't include, he had a 5 million signing bonus in 2020. So that's not on there. So maybe it's not. I don't know. I feel like I should go with this payroll salary though. So I'm gonna go with the payroll salary as his salary. It adds the 5 million a year to it. Dodgers can handle it even if I am doing the accounting wrong here. So he's making, and so year 2 will be 2021 because we're still in 2020, and that is what it is counting as year 1. And he had 27 million this year. So he's got 22,500 for the next 2 seasons. 22,500. And then he's got 1 year of 25 million. And then 30 for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 years. So 30. What did I say? 4 years? And then 35. 35, 2, 3, 35. Okay. That's big. That's a big contract. That's big time. He's probably the best player in the National League. The second best player in baseball, behind Mike Trout. Yeah. So worth it, most likely. Congrats to the Dodgers again on the World Series and signing Mookie Betts to this monster deal. Okay. That ought to do it. No, I'm not. I'm not changing any other stuff. I just want that to lock in. Make sure that locks in. Yes. Okay, it did. Automatically updated through the 2029 season, which he will still have 3 after that, but can update that when I get there. If we get there. Okay. And if I remember, I guess you could let me know in the comments. Okay. So that fixes that. That's the biggest one. Okay. I don't think anybody else has signed a major deal. Everybody else is kind of waiting for free agency. So, since that sign happened during, or like before the season, before they started in the summer at least, that one gets recorded. So, all right, there we are. I don't know why it does that. Oh, right, yeah. Okay. Puig is really good. I think it's completely unfair that he did not get a contract in 2020. He's really good. And pretty silly that he didn't get signed. Okay. We've done the ARB, we've done the protection, awards time, and I've pushed it a couple days to see if, like, is somebody, maybe we'll get a manager to, that'd be great, or a bench coach or something. I can see which way people are leaning. No, not there. If you go to the front office personnel, pending offers, you can see, excellent, they all favor the offer. Players, free agents, I can't, there we go, pending offers. Okay, we've got some who favor and some that it just still says pending, so they're not sure if they favor it. Fletcher, Stasi, Bundy, Andres, Ramirez. We'll see about Haney. Dude, if he didn't sign for $6 million, I think we just non-tender and then try to sign him for less. If somebody outbids us, somebody outbids us. Million, yeah, that's fine. Those are good. Hopefully everybody signs. That'd be great. Okay. So let's bump it up a little bit. Let's jump up a few days to the Great Glove winners. Oh, there we go. All the contracts got signed. Fletcher, Stasi, Petrosian, Bundy. Excellent. Fan reaction. Yay. Awesome. Fan reaction to Mike Mayers. Great. Okay, so it was like, what, an 80 before? And now it's an 82. Right, so when you re-sign the people who the fans like, you get a bump. And if you sign somebody that wasn't on the team that is very popular, you get a bigger bump. If you lose somebody that's very popular, it drops, obviously. Gotta go both ways. Okay. Hold on here. Okay, so I jumped over to the settings because I saw that development budget thing again. And, I've played through it with the development and without. Didn't seem to make a difference. I guess I get it. So somebody was saying, turning it to 0 gives the teams in the big markets a huge advantage. So maybe I won't turn it off, but I will reduce it because if it's not going to make a big difference in my players, which I think one would think that if you spend millions of dollars developing players that you would get a return for that. It's, not like the government where you throw millions and millions of dollars, billions and billions of dollars at problems and they just get worse. Let's bump that down the baseline a little bit. maybe even with the scouting, even. So I don't, that way it's not disabling it. It's not giving the teams with more money, with less stingy owners. It's hard to feel sorry for owners, man. You have most of them. I mean, even if it's a group of guys, you guys are sitting on could be women too, group of people who have this asset that is worth over $1 billion, and some of the owners personally have $1 billion. Hard to feel sorry for you when you're like, oh, you just can't afford paying these players any more millions. What? They're the reason people show up. They don't show up to see the owner. They show up for the players. So they are worth the money that they get paid. Pay them. Put a good product on the field because that is what people come for. It's very simple. Also, don't cheat. Trash tros. F those guys. But I digress. All right, so we've bumped it down to 8, and I'm going to bump down personally hours from, it's at 4? What? I don't know about that. That seems off. And there it is. They think that we're going to sell 0 season tickets. What? Absolutely not. I will be very upset with this game for even suggesting such a thing. I will be filing a complaint if they don't let fans return in this video game. It's effing crazy. Everybody became germaphobes. It's really funny. Well, it's kind of funny. It would be a lot funnier if the germaphobes weren't telling everybody else how they have to live their life. Then it would be funny. Okay, let's see. So we're good. We're good on all this stuff. Right, yeah, signed everybody. Awesome. Okay, so now the ARB. So those guys will be gone. See, that list got way shorter. Only have one contract offer out there. Might withdraw it. We'll see how it goes. I mean, the guy who's got a 4.5 ERA, is it really worth $6.5 million? I don't know. His overall potentials are really high, and he's got good ratings and stuff. He just hasn't pitched up to his potential, apparently. We do like we're doing with Robles, non-tender, try to sign him as a free agent, maybe get a better deal. And, if it goes over, if somebody else is willing to pay him more, good for the player, He gets more money from somebody else. Happy for him. Absolutely happy for him. Definitely going to need to sign a few of these guys. So I'm not going to play out everything yet. Going to have to pause the video. You guys don't need to see me negotiate with a bunch of minor leaguers. But we'll bump it up a little bit. Oh, and what do you know? Haney signed. So, okay. Well, hopefully, maybe he can return to his 2015 form. I would even settle for 2018. Maybe the offense can help win a few more games than that, but yeah, great. Okay. Great, man. Now, if we can get some management, that would be cool. Varia, excellent. He's in. Yeah, I am super creative. Thanks for the compliment. There we go. Got the bench coach and the hitting coach. Awesome, awesome. That's a huge plus. Yeah, there we go. Got Bucky. So, it's unfortunate that the game decided to retire Joe Madden. I don't think that that'll really happen. Also, I don't think that the Angels will give me the GM job, though, who knows? Maybe these videos would be a great resume/portfolio. We'll see how it goes, You never know. I don't want to rule anything out. 2020 proved that things can get pretty crazy. And you never know. Man, you never know what could happen. So I guess like the awards are supposed to happen now. Yeah, they are. Do I get to find out about them? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's see. Yeah. Yesterday, the Great Glove Award was announced. Oh, my settings, probably. Right. Gotta go check that out. Forget where that would be. Probably not on functions. And probably not here either. Financials. No, it's not going to be there. Right? Okay. We did that, changed all of that. That was so much fun. Don't want to do any of that. Where is that detail? Maybe it's in global settings. No? No? I'd like to see who won the awards. I don't know. Crazy. Alright. Because, let's see. Another trade, but I am not getting emails for those awards. The winners of the awards. I don't know. So hold on. Okay, so I found my way to the news and mail settings down here, the subscriptions. I am subscribed to the major and minor awards. The awards definitely happened, as you can see, yesterday on here. And then we go to the awards. Nothing. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. It's not terribly important. It's not going to change the way anything is played, I don't think. I would think that they're still getting the awards. Because sometimes like you'll get a thing from the owner, it'll be like trade for somebody who's an all-star or has a great glove award or something. So you'll need to be able to see that. So hopefully that's still happened. It's just they're not telling me about it. All right. Anyways, we might as well just go there. Oh, a trade proposal. Ooh, there it is. Brian Goodwin. Okay. Yeah. So he was an Angel. We apparently traded him to the Reds. He did not do as well with the Reds. No wonder they want to trade him back. Let's see. And they want me to give Taylor Ward. He is ARB eligible. Maybe. I mean, he had a great 2019. Taylor Ward, third base, left field guy. Tore it up in 2019 AAA. Pretty average. Kind of want to give him a shot. I wouldn't mind getting Brian Goodwin, though. I don't know who I have in right field. I just don't. Hermosillo. Okay, Goodwin would be nice. Ward's backing up third and left. And first for some reason. Even though that is not listed as one of his positions. Man, yeah. Let's see here. Maybe we can deal with the Reds. Maybe we can work something out. Let's discuss it. You know? Yeah. Let's see. Maybe this is an opportunity to unload a crazy contract. Always. Just always going to be looking to do that. And obviously they would be over budget. Okay. Maybe I just need to wait until, I don't know, till the winter meetings start. I'll revisit the Reds, hopefully, in this Brian Goodwin deal. Just can't seem to, because they're talking about like 2020 salary hits and stuff. I don't understand why that would be happening, but what do I know? All right. So, getting a little nervous. Okay, so, well, it did tell me about the Cy Young. Bieber deserved it, obviously. He was incredible. Hendricks. Interesting choice. Cool. Oh, wow. Bieber also got the MVP. And, by a lot. What? Only pitchers got voted for the MVP? That seems weird. That's the exact same as the Cy Young. Both times. This feels glitchy. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's all the updates that generally wouldn't happen. And by generally, I mean always. That the pitcher is also a unanimous MVP. I don't think so. So, yeah. Something's up. Again, it's not the biggest deal. It's a little weird. It's not the biggest deal. I'm not so butthurt I'm gonna, restart it because Freddie Freeman didn't win the NL MVP. And, Mike Trout didn't win the AL MVP. Not a big deal. Not gonna restart it or anything. I'm not crazy. I did change, by the way. I think I had it paused. Changed it to the manager options. I'm gonna let that assistant GM earn his paycheck and hire some of those. Hire all of those minor league people. Okay. Oh, right. But before we get to it, I still haven't done all of the dealings with the minor leaguers. So we'll take a quick break from our broadcast to let me deal with this. Okay, and we're back. Everybody's been offered those extensions. So minor league extensions, and one guy, AAA catcher, decided to offer him a major league deal. Yeah. And there are going to be some guys who think that they need a major league deal and are going to turn me down like this, which is fine. I'm not sure why this guy thinks that he can produce in the major leagues, and he's telling me that when he is not done well in the minors, and he's 34. It's an interesting choice. Interesting. Nashville owner story. Some of the stories, man, on here can get pretty funny. I saw one or a guy like cut off part of his finger mowing his lawn or something, or making food. I was like, oh my god, dude. I mean, obviously that stuff really happens. It's crazy. And obviously the fights that they have are funny as well, sometimes. Um, yeah, so I'm just not interested in signing these guys to major league deals, I don't think. No. Sorry, bro. He pitched 8 innings in 19. Really low strikeout ratio. And in the era of strikeout or home run, you want strikeout guys. Okay, they're all turning it down. Whatever. Okay. I don't understand why. Okay, whatever, guys. Whatever. Don't sign. Or restock the minors with other people. I think that the minor league players should absolutely get paid more. I will go ahead and say that. It is pretty crazy how little they get paid. Yeah, they should get paid more. I know it's a market thing. I'm not, this is not like I think that the women's soccer team should, or, the WNBA should all get paid the same as LeBron James. When nobody watches the WNBA, millions of people watch LeBron James. My personal opinions about any of it doesn't matter. There is a market for the NBA. There is not really a market for the WNBA, and that's why the contracts are so different. It has nothing to do with your gender. So now in baseball, it's like, okay, all these guys in the minor leagues, I'm not saying that they deserve $1 million or anything, but a couple $100 a week is like, dude, they need to be paid enough to focus more on baseball so that they can get better at baseball to provide the best product for the fans and also for the pro team. Because they're all trying to get there, they're all working harder, and the better, the more time they spend on it, the better they get, the better the competition gets, the better everybody gets. It just seems like you would want that. And so you'd want to pay them enough money that they could do baseball, like practice baseball year round, and not have to get other jobs to pay the bills. Obviously, the AA team isn't selling out the stadium and getting TV deals or anything. So I get it, you're not making a ton of money on those. But God, I saw the stuff with the Coupe pandemic and then pulling the plug on paying the minor leaguers at all, which was bullshit. It's like, dude, they make an absolute pittance. You can pay these guys. You're worth $1 billion plus. You can afford to pay your 30 minor league guys, 20 grand or whatever. Like, oh my God, dude. That's nothing. At least these guys are appreciative. And obviously, if you make it to the pros, you'll get a sweet deal. There's the catcher that I offered a full major league deal. And he only hit 208 for LA for us. And 19 with Tampa. It was just 5-game sample. We hit 400 for 100. when he came over from Tampa. Also, I kind of like the name, Bim Boom. It's pretty cool. All right, so everybody else signed. Great. Now it's time. We're going to the ARB hearings. Uh-oh, moment of reckoning. Find out what's going to happen. Let's do it. Let's go back and take a look at who all we got on the table. Just 4 guys. Ohtani, Pena. Oh yeah, and Robles out. And those guys are out because they think that they're better than me. I'm playing in the minor leagues. And then Simmons and Tehran are going to be free agents as well. Well, I'm just out of curiosity. I mean, obviously, Simmons is incredible defensively. Just phenomenal. Truly outstanding. He wants $15 million a year for 7 years. Wow. That is a lot. I mean, oh God, come on, man. All right. He's really good, but I don't know, 15 million. I mean, yeah, he's got 4 Gold Gloves. It's really good. But as a hitter, not as much. Kind of average. Even though that avoid Ks is really nice. We'll see how it goes. We'll let him go. Let him walk. See how the market plays out for that. Let's do it. ARB hearings. How'd it go? Oh man, Ohtani got $3 million. Yep. Awesome. So, see, I got destroyed there. I offered $995,000. He got $3 million, even though he gets injured every year and doesn't play. So that'll be fun. And maybe he'll get OOTP'd. Pena, the arbitration hearing was canceled. He agreed to the team offer of 1.4. Interesting choice. Arbiter ruled in favor of the team, so I split them. Unfortunately, I lost the one worth a lot more money. And then Pena signed the deal that I offered him a couple weeks ago. So that's how ARB hearings can play out. You know, the arbiter ruled in favor of the team, so he gets $910,000, which is what I offered. He wanted 1.4. That's a huge difference. And obviously, if you lose those early ones, that's compounding. And then, you know, so if they've got 3 years of arbitration and they win that first one against you for a couple $1 million, then the next one's going to be even more, right? Because it's not going to go backwards. So just a word of advice. Try to win those arbitration hearings. Offer them something reasonable. Bump it up a little bit so that you don't lose like I did here with Ohtani and now have to pay him $3 million and hope that he plays at all. Okay, let's do the free agency filings. There we are. Free agents have hit the market. Excellent. Jace Castro is opening a restaurant. Good for him. Oh, he was an Angel? Wow, did not know that. Interesting. Also, LeMahieu is available. LeMahieu's a monster. La Machine. Okay, yeah, definitely want to check in on some of these pitchers. Let's see. Well, some big boys. All right. But I don't want to sign anybody. I don't even want to make an offer to anybody until after this expansion draft. I want to see how this goes. So let's see how it goes. You know what? My protection list is in. The protection list deadline is now. Okay. Submit the protection list. Feel like this is a good list. They can have Upton. Dude, oh man, he was AA. He plays first and third. He's awesome. I'm definitely going to call that guy up. I just hope that they wouldn't draft him. That's tough. Rivas. Oh, man. I really want him to really get up the middle. Defense is very important. Second base, shortstop. Wait, okay. First base, I feel like I have Jared Walsh at first. So Tace is, so Tace is back up first, third. And he is not exactly hit up to his potential. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Damn. He's younger than Rojas. Probably more years of control. That's a big thing. This guy's never been to the majors yet. More of a third baseman. I definitely have Rendon. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. Just walk away. Whoa! Kluber to the Reds. That's big. Wow. Did he sign? Not just for 1 year, just for one more year. Okay, that's amazing. Set protection list. Done. It is set. Let's see what happens, man. Let's just see what happens. Expansion draft. Oh, I gotta submit. Whew. This will be the list to the commissioner, which is me. So, I can edit it. Alright, there it is. That's it. That's what's up. I don't know, do I get to watch the expansion draft? I don't know how that works. We're about to find out, though. Okay, here we are. Interesting. You can see who they take, who they don't. Let's see, like, who the best players they got put in here. You know, because I've done this. I did this draft. Cronenworth, J.D. Davis, Brasso, damn, the Yankee killer. Wow, A.J. Pollock got a World Series ring, which they left off. It's interesting. So they just decided because the Dodgers won the World Series. I thought that this game was anti-Dodgers, but now that's just proof. Like I said, to load it from where we were in 2020, and they just didn't do it. Just no season. Just did not count the playoffs at all. Awesome. I think, because there were some 2020 stats, but they're just not going to give the Dodgers a rings. Interesting choice. All right. Well, that's not the point of this game. I'm trying to get the Angels to the World Series so that Mike Trout gets his due. Kiermaier available. Clint Frazier. Wow. Votto. Dude. Cincinnati legend. Wow. I mean, you're going to have some guys, Barnesy, you're going to have guys in here because either, teams tired of paying their contracts. So you can get some like really good players. I will let you know in my previous games, I've drafted Tommy Edman. So if you're in this situation, you're playing an expansion team, I highly recommend picking him up. He has been a monster both times. Has been fantastic. I also got Kiermaier in one. He's just phenomenal. Defensively, so fun to watch. He's excellent. Some of these others I never even had a chance of getting. But yeah, this is a good list. And then let's see what teams put up for the pitch. Whoa, Greg Kimball. Wow. Inventor. Wrestling. Yeah. I mean, David Price, because contract, right? So, there are going to be some guys in there that, if you're doing the expansion draft as the expansion team, maybe you don't want to pick some of these guys, even though they're really good because of the contract. But if they're towards the end of their contract, you could take them on and flip them, so that you can help start stocking your farm system. Because, with this game, when I played as the expansion team, they did not stock my farm system. I just had to generate it with fake players, and they're not very good. They did not give me very good ones. So, getting a couple of guys that, maybe cost a few $1,000,000 more than they should be getting paid, but, are close to the end of their contracts where you could flip, would be good ones to get and flip. Kella is right back, even though he just got traded to Baltimore. Fighting Joe Kelly. Man, props to Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly face forever immortalized. That was just fantastic. Truly fantastic. Hater. Whoa. Interesting. All right, well, look, I'm obviously not drafting. They went with David Price to Nashville. Makes sense. He played at Vanderbilt. That's also in Nashville, for anybody who doesn't know. A.J. Pollock, Dodgers getting pillaged right off the bat. And Brasso. So it was like the World Series. Whoa, Jose Altuve going to the Portland team. So I'll have to see him. Dustin May, boom, there he goes. So now it's the third round, and 3 Dodgers are gone. All to the Stars, wasn't it? No, one to Portland. But wow, so now no more Dodgers can be taken. That's how that works, because I set it at 3 players from a team can be taken. So only 3. You can only lose 3, so no more Dodgers are available. Doesn't matter who they protected, who they didn't protect. That's it. No more pillaging the Dodger roster. Joey Votto to Portland. Castellanos. Wow. Yarbrough. Dude, the World Series teams, unsurprisingly, obviously they have really good players getting pillaged here. Polanco's really good. Mad Bum. That's a large contract. That's another large contract one. So now Portland went with Mad Bum, and Nashville has David Price. So, and they Nashville, that's who I was playing as the expansion team. I'm from Nashville, so I have a little bit of a bias. They took Kiermaier. I took him as well when I was Nashville. Talkman, he's good. Hosmer to Nashville. Gary Sanchez. That is not a pick I would want. I don't know what happened to Gary Sanchez. He is not living up to the hype, though. I would not have drafted him. Domingo Germain. Is he the one for domestic assault? Also, a strict policy. Unlike the quote-unquote strict policy, the Astros are not going to tolerate domestic violence, and then promptly trade for Osuna, who was suspended for domestic violence. So they're hypocrites and cheaters. Again, F the Trashtros. I think Domingo Germain is also a domestic abuse suspension. Dakota Hudson. J.D. Davis. I also drafted him when I was in Nashville. He did all right. Don't even know who that is. Kyle Schwarber. All right. Catcher, though? Really? Really? Never seen him play catcher. What happened? What's going on? All right. Now they're getting into some pitchers, more pitchers. Presley, Adam Duvall, Braves. He did well. Another Brave. Okay, so now we're into the LCS teams. Chad. Swipe right Bender. Nice. It's great nickname. Don't think I've lost anybody yet. Hater. There he goes. Taylor Ward. I feel like that was one of my guys. But Scott Kingery? What? Philadelphia put him up? Man. Wow. Interesting. By the way, these Portland, and they've done this with each of my saves when I name them the Pioneers. It's like a not anywhere near as nice as the Padres pinstripes, and is it brown and yellow, or is it like gray and yellow? I don't know. It's not exactly the most flattering. Wilmer Flores, Arcia, there we go. Cronenworth, dude, he's a monster. San Diego. I was able to pick him up for my fantasy team, and he crushed it. It was great. I had a lot of Padres. Ended up with Tatis, Cronenworth, and Will Myers on my fantasy team. Won the league. It was awesome. Colin Moran, Dylan Cease. Right. Oh yeah, current round 26. Crawford, J.D. Martinez. What? Wow. Boston didn't want to pay anymore. They didn't want to pay and throwing in the towel, I think, for a few years. It's interesting. Adam Engel, man, he is also fantastic defensively. Seen some of his work. It's really good. Boat. Maybe that's how it's pronounced. Aguilar. Wheeloo. Miggy Cabrera. What? Wow. I mean, I feel like that's crazy. Detroit would not do that. It doesn't matter how much money he's making. He is a legend. Triple Crown, MVP. He is Detroit. I mean, yes, I know that he was a Marlin to start. And that's actually when he won the World Series. As opposed to losing when he was the World Series with Detroit. But he's Detroit. That's crazy. Jake Bowers, he is fantastic. If you see him in the expansion draft, highly recommend taking him. I took him in both of my previous games. Yeah. He turns out to play fantastic. At least he did both of my times. There it is. The draft is over. I don't think that they took anybody from my team. I did, I guess, but I didn't draft them. I'm just going to say yes. I'm not sure I understand that. I don't think that anybody of mine got taken. So I went through all that stress over who to protect, and they didn't take a single guy. I might have to trade Joe Adele to get rid of that contract, that Upton contract. That might be worth it. I mean, Joe Adele's obviously not going to play center field because I got Mike Trout. But then that is kind of all he plays. Okay. Yeah. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Try to trade Adele and Upton as a package. Okay. Yeah, done. So I can finish the day. That was the expansion draft day. So we're past it. I can go to the free agents now and get started on that and try to make a trade. Well, we made it through the expansion draft and the arbitration. So that's where I will end this one. And we will be back with more in the next video into some free agency and trying to wheel and deal a little bit to get us ready for the 2021 season. Thank you so much for watching. Johnny Baseball out. Have a good night.